Greetings! If you are watching this video, you must be interested in learning more about finding books and other information sources from our library using Destiny Discover. Now, there is more than one way to get to the Destiny Discover site. I'm going to show you a couple. I'm going to start with a surefire way to get there. So let's get started. I'm going to minimize my camera, make that a little bit smaller, and I am going to be starting out right here at the Abbott's Creek homepage. If you're at school, when you log on to Chrome, this page usually pops up, and it's usually pretty easy to get to. And you would just scroll down to where it says Quick Links right here, and you would click on Media Center. That will take you to mrsdarwin.com. You could also just start out at mrsdarwin.com if you know how to type that in. And remember, it's mrsdarwin.com. Once you get to mrsdarwin.com, there is a very fancy little box right here that takes you straight to Destiny. You can literally click in this search bar and search from right here. So I'm going to type in volcano and hit enter, and let's see what happens. Let's see what hits we get. So this is searching the books in our library, and you can see up here in the corner it says Destiny Discover. And let's see what we got. Okay, so the very first book I see here is The Volcano Disaster. That is a fiction book. K-E-H, the author's last name is Carrette. So it is a fiction book in the K-E-H area. We see that it is a real print book, so it is literally on the shelf in our library. At this moment of recording, it is literally there because I see this green triangle up here that says in. Now, right underneath that is a real book because there's my little red book and it says book. It says Volcano Explorers. Now, where would this book be found? Is this in the fiction section? Right underneath here in these bold numbers and letters, we see it is part of Dewey's Numbers. So this book is in the 551 section. I know where that is, over there where like our geology books are. We are not really going to be paying attention to this information right here. That is not helping us find our book. So everything we need is right here next to the picture of the cover of the book. So, oh, but look, could I go to the library right now at the time of this recording and find this book? No, it is checked out, which is great. I'm happy for that person that has it, but I am not going to waste my time looking on the shelf because it is not there. So we have one book in fiction that is in so far. We have one book in Dewey's Numbers, an information book that is out. Let's see what the next one is. Here's another fiction book that is in. Ooh, another fiction book that is in. And there's another one. Oh, now this is interesting. Look at this. It looks like I have Volcano Rising and Volcano Rising. Does that mean we have two copies? Not exactly, but sort of. Let's look underneath the author's name. This one has a red book. We know that's a real book on the shelf right now. It's in. But look under this one, boys and girls. This one says Volcano Rising. Under the author's name, it says eBook. And the call number says eBook. 551.21 RUS, because her last name is Roosh. So this is an ebook. Now, that's very exciting. What is going to happen if I click on that book and try to open it up? Let's see. What can I see here? All right, I have that tells me about the book. It tells me it's an ebook again. It tells me a bunch of stuff down here, but I don't see anywhere I can open this book. All right, we've got to do something else before we can do that. Let me show you what that is. We need, I'm going to move me over a little bit so I can close that. There we go. We're going to have to log in. Do you see it right there? It says log in. Now, you have a username and password for Destiny. That's just for you. No one else has it. And it's the same username and password you use to log into your Google account. So, the first thing you're going to do is click on it. Let's just pretend that I'm a student at Abbott's Creek Elementary, and my name is Ace. My middle name is Theodore. My last name is Gator. All right. So my Wake ID is going to be, I know because my teacher told me, AT Gator. There we go. And my password, it's a top secret. I can't tell you. So I'm going to type it in. It's just numbers. Okay, I can't ever tell anyone my password. That is top secret. And then I'll click submit. Now, that isn't true. I'm using a pretend name and a pretend login. So I am going to go ahead and close that out, and I'm going to log in as me. So let me do that really quickly. Again, I'm not going to tell you my password, but this is what it's going to look like when you're logged in. You should see your letter of your first name up here, or your picture if you put a picture in. And let's go back and let's search volcano again. So it's really a good idea to log in before you start searching, just in case you find an ebook you want to check out. Now, look at this. Now that I'm logged in, even this regular print book has something interesting. Look at that. It says hold underneath it. So if I'm at home and I'm looking for a book on Destiny Discover and I've logged in using the same information I used to log into my Google accounts, I can put a book on hold. And Mrs. Darwin can pull it for me and have it ready for me at the library the next day. Maybe, if she has time. She will try really, really hard. Or, if it's checked out, I can put it on hold. And then when someone turns it in, it's going to make that wacky sound that alerts Mrs. Darwin and Mrs. Alberts to go get it because you put it on hold. That's kind of exciting. Oh, and if I read it and it's one of my favorites, I can tap that right there. And I will be able to remember it was one of my favorite books. Let's go down to that ebook. Here it is. Now, look under here. It does not say hold. It says open. Let's open an ebook using Destiny Discover. Isn't this exciting? Here we go. So, now, let me get me out of the way a little bit. Same information is here, but I have some choices on this side. It says open now, add to favorites, or check out. I think I'm just going to open it now. I don't necessarily want to check it out. Maybe I just need a little bit of information. And let's see what it says. And this is actually opening up in Mac and Via. Mac and Via and Destiny Discover are very good friends. But Mac and Via is what we use to look at our books. So you can see I'm going to use my arrow keys and open this book up and turn the pages using my arrow keys. Oh, this is a really good looking book. I like these illustrations. Okay, I'm going to close the book now. I'm going to go over here to this stack of pancakes and close the book. I do think I want to check this out. So I'm going to click check out. And it says return in 6 days and 23 hours. You get to keep an ebook for 7 days. In 7 days, you don't even have to do anything. It just goes back to the library. Isn't that awesome? And if you want to see what books you have checked out, where does Mrs. Darwin tell you to keep your books? Your library books. In your backpack, right? Look at this. There's a little backpack up here, and when you click on that, you can click on checkouts, and it shows you all the books I have checked out right now from Abbott's Creek ebook collection. Isn't this amazing? And now, if I decide I don't want it, I want to return it, and all these say mine, 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 mine. I can return it. It goes back to the library. No problem. I can click on it, and there's so many things. Actually, I'm not going to go into that right now because we will probably make another video, but it is pretty exciting. So let me get out of Mac and Via. There we go. I'm going to go back to Destiny. So now you can see how to log in. I'm actually going to log out and just go over it one more time really quickly. Log out. This is so exciting. I am really, really pumped. Okay. Let's actually go all the way back. You're going to go to the Media Center. MrsDarwin.com. Scroll down. You can click right here on Destiny Follett. You can search for a book. I'm going to search for a book about alligators this time. Let's see what we have. It's looking. It's opening up Destiny Discover from right there. There's a book. There's an information book. Oh, there's an easy reader. All right. Ooh, these look good. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and log in right here. I'm going to log in using my information that I used to log into my Google account. The first part is kind of like your email. It's a lot of letters in your name. All right. And then, oh, you know what? Instead of searching for a book up here about alligators, I'll just scroll down here really quickly. So here are some popular books we have. This right here, browse by topic. Let's just click on one of these. Let's click on sports. This is pretty cool. You can search this way just by like popular topics or genres. So there's fiction books, there's a fiction book, a fiction book, a fiction book. Very, very fun. Ooh, you know what? This is such a good book, Home Court Stat. I'm going to put that on hold so I can remember to get it tomorrow. Let's see, I wonder if there's an ebook in here. Oh, there's one right there. Let me open that ebook up. Just to remind you how. Here we are in Mackinvia now. I think I'll go ahead and check it out because I definitely want to read this one. And I will return it. It will return itself in 7 days. All right, boys and girls, that is just the beginning of using Destiny Discover. We can find books that are on the shelf, and we can find ebooks. I'm going to talk a lot more about ebooks in another video. I didn't want this one to be too long, so I'm going to try to wrap it up now. And I'm super excited. If you have any questions, let me know, and we will try to answer it. And I know you're going to become experts in this. So I'll talk to you soon. Happy reading. Bye.